Yeah. I said, welcome to the podcast. Welcome to the podcast. Yeah, it's episode 7. Yeah, I'm about to get this word. Finna talk about everything. We ain't even gonna skip a word. What it look like? I'ma hit my girl up. Cute niggas in the club. I'm about to pull up. What it look like? What it look like? Hey, what it look like? What it look like? Yo, welcome to the third pod. Yes. Shout out Grammy Salazar on a beat as per usual. You are, if you don't already know, listening and possibly even watching now that we are posting episodes on YouTube. This is the third podcast. And if you've never tuned in before, you are actually on season 6, episode 7, which is technically episode 77, lucky number 7. You feel me? I'm the host, DAPHYA, and for this season, I also have a co-host, L-Kwon, who you will be meeting shortly. But today, we took it easy. It was a light news week. We really just got into each other's psyche and broke each other down. So if you want to get to know us, this is the episode to do that in. And we do touch on the Diddy stuff. We kind of went back to touch on Cam again for a little bit. And I actually saw some of Baby Reindeer. So I did my homework too. I hope you guys enjoy the episode. What's good, everybody? Welcome to the third pod. I am your host, DAPHYA, here with her co-host, L-Kwon, in the building.
Mr. Know That, the nobody that you need to know, the shirtless entertainer. What's going on, yo? How we doing today?
Should I stop saying your name? Because I feel like I should
I
just
be
let you do the
trying to
whole
time it.
spiel.
I be
Oh, my
trying to,
bad.
to jump in. You be like, hey, my co-host, like L-Kwon, Mr. Know That, the nobody that you
Yeah,
I'm trying to, but
I'm getting it now. Sorry, it's a little slow on the uptake on that one. We should have practiced. We never practice.
never
Everybody who watching on
practice,
YouTube, we never practice.
never practice.
But
It's
that's
just
good.
go.
Exactly. That's how they know it's genuine, it's real vibes. What you see is what you get.
That's it. It's no pretense. No time for that.
Yeah. And we were actually just talking before the pod that this week was kind of a slow news week.
Yeah, I need y'all to do something interesting out there. Why don't y'all go like rob a bank or something? I'm
Yeah,
joking. Don't do
step it
that
up.
because if you say I told you to do it, I'm gonna say no, I didn't. Um, but yeah,
I won't upload this episode. It's fine.
we just gonna have to walk it back like 7 minute drill. Like, nah,
Wow.
say that. I take all that back.
Oh, I was so sad. I was actually watching our competitors, the Rory and Maul
Yeah,
podcast.
yeah,
And
absolutely. We're peers now.
yeah,
I hope
yeah.
y'all know that. Rory Maul, Damaris,
Facts.
Julian. We
We on your
peers.
ass. Oh, but I love
Peas.
Damar. I mean, Damar's bi though. Maybe I could be on her ass too, but I'm not. So it would be for
Yo,
playplay.
me. We here.
Yeah. Yo.
Nah.
Oh, but speaking
So
of pods and with all this Diddy shit going on, how you feel about Joe Budden being kind of brought up in the conversation and
I
stuff?
haven't heard it. See, I'm not a Patreon subscriber.
Me
And Joe
neither.
Budden and Joe Budden didn't give us a pod on Saturday. But there's
I
been some
wonder
Patreon
why.
things
That's
going
weird.
around.
Wait. That's I didn't know that. I didn't
Yeah,
realize. I didn't.
right. I don't know if it's behind the paywall. I haven't went to go look. I
Uh-huh.
just took my Saturday and said, okay, never mind. I'm just not gonna have Joe and them to start the morning with, which made me a much more docile person. Those motherfuckers are
I thought you
very
were gonna say more
rambunctious.
productive.
Nah, get
I
my
used
energy
to.
going. That's the first thing I get up to on Saturday morning. Turn it on, and then loud Bionic Sixes being loud and obnoxious. I love Queen's Flip first thing in the morning. It's like a fucking rooster on the on the barn,
Mm.
just screaming and hollering until somebody pays him attention. So like that's always fun.
I'm telling. I used to be religious with my Joe Budden pod, but that was back when Rory and Maul was still there. I think I told you I went to go see them like do the pod live in Atlanta and everything. I was a
The
real big
JBP
fan.
or before
Yeah,
they
the
okay.
JBP.
I've seen Rory and Maul as new Rory and Maul at the Roots picnic a couple years ago.
Oh, how was that?
That's fun. The live pod thing is fun. I enjoy that. It's just like a variety show essentially. Um,
That's a
The
little
crowd
different
participation.
atmosphere though, because you say it was at the Roots picnic. Like
Yeah.
when I went, it was specifically just for the pod, so it was
Ah,
almost
okay.
like a big inside joke because we all listen to the pod, we all know what's going on. How was it with a mixed crowd that kind of don't know what's going on?
It was. I wouldn't see the thing with the way that the Roots picnic was set up. If you were there because you knew what was going on. So
Mm,
Roots Picnic had three different sections, I think, that year, two stages, and then the podcast stage.
that was
So
my
like
next question.
all of the podcast folks that they had, because I think Earn Your Leisure was there. I know Gilly and Wallow were around, um, and there was somebody else that was relatively popular at the point at that point that was there. But so the people who were there because they were fans.
Right.
You know, there was other musical acts going on that you could have went and saw. But if
That's
if
what I
it was,
think when I think Roots picnic. I think music.
yeah, mostly, yeah, mostly. But the Roots Picnic is it predominantly music, but it's like just community outside, like people just being together. And
Didn't
picnic is the appropriate word for it.
Yeah. Didn't the Joe Budden podcast do the Roots picnic before, like when they were still
I think they
with
did it
Rory?
once
Because
while
I
they were
remember hearing
still.
about the Roots picnic,
Yeah. Roots Picnic is dope. Roots
but
Picnic
like
is dope.
specifically from a pod that was gonna be there. Yeah,
Hmm.
so I don't think I listened to anybody else who would do that. Like
But
probably
also,
Brilliant Idiots, but not really.
yeah,
I can't
yeah.
see that.
It also could be them just being there because going to the Roots Picnic from Jersey is nothing.
Yeah.
This was back when they were still in Jersey.
Wait, where are they now?
I thought they in New York.
Oh, okay. All right, got you. No, I thought like they moved.
Yeah, no, they in Joe Budden crib looking over the fucking city and shit.
Yeah, I mean, like speaking of Andrew Schultz, because he's on Brilliant Idiots, his like individual podcast, Flagrant,
Hmm.
they went to Miami. They all moved to Miami for like 6 months one time.
That's it.
And I'm mad loyal, so watching them move and like just live their life.
That's what's
Like
up.
it's
No, we
crazy.
taking a team. We on, you know.
Oh my, yo, always Andrew Schultz, always from his
Um,
day ones is crazy.
he's in the new shit on Netflix called Tires. Shane Gillis's show.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Hilarious.
I
One
haven't even
sitting.
heard about
Sat
that
and
one.
watched it. I watched it in one sitting.
Is it like a
It's
sitcom type, like a series?
yeah, it's a series. But it's a you know it's a it strikes home for me because it's set in Valley Forge, which is
What's that?
Philadelphia suburb, right?
Oh,
Um, west of Philadelphia. And I went to
born
school
and
in
raised.
Exton. Valley Forge is like right there. My cousin went to Valley Forge Military Academy. Like we were right here. So it's very Delco, and people who listen who are from the area know what Delco folks are. They're just like douchebaggy. Like the meme of the dude with the fitted cap, the white dude with the fitted cap back, like asking you to borrow some shit. That meme where he's like,
Haven't
"Oh,
seen that.
oh my goodness, we'll have to find it." But yeah, that's like Delco in a nutshell. Like
But does it like
uh,
stand for something like Delaware
Delaware County,
Converse? Oh,
Delaware
I was
County
close.
folks.
I had
Yes,
Delaware.
yeah, Ridley, Aston, Exton, Westchester, um, Swarthmore, that whole little area.
Swarthmore with a W like that?
Yes, yes, Swarthmore.
I don't. Why?
They got a nice college out there, very nice college. But yeah, so the funny, like the humor is hilarious, but it's like him being a douchebag gaslighter to his friends. It's like six idiots running a, automotive repair store
Mm,
and just cracking on each other all the time and like setting each other up in to be in stupid situations. And it's very funny. Like Shane Gillis, if you haven't seen him do stand up, very funny stand up as well. Um,
yeah,
looks like a
I
really
seen his
great kid.
Netflix special, but I knew of him before that because of Andrew Schultz, because he had him on the pod,
So
and
Schultz
he
is
had
on the
some.
show.
Yeah, didn't isn't he the same one that had the issue with Saturday Night Live too? When
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah. Yeah, yeah. And then they
damn,
brought him back and he was,
hmm
he killed it.
that couldn't
But
have
yeah.
worked out any better for that man. That's a very unfortunate. Like fortunate for him, but unfortunate scenario where you could make fun of Asian people and be successful. Like I hope nobody follows suit. That's all I'm gonna say.
Mm. Comedy is comedy, man. Stop being so soft.
Kick him off SNL.
As I'm the one who canceled South Park because of a
Oh,
joke.
naggers.
Yeah, fuck South Park.
Mm, naggers.
Um, yeah. What else? What else? What else? Oh, what was I saying? Oh yeah, he's in the show. Andrew Schultz is in the show.
Mm,
Um, and he plays like a stereotype Italian dude
that
that
works.
owns a competitive, another automotive repair store, and they call them the Wops, which is hilarious in and of itself.
Wait, what kind of
Like
jokes do they
WOP,
make?
WOP.
Yeah, I'm
That's
thinking
just
like Cardi B, Meg. Wow,
no, no,
that's
no.
what.
That's WAP.
No, you don't say WAP.
That's what it is though.
Okay.
A WOP,
Like
which
I'm
I
not
shouldn't
gonna front.
even.
I did say WAP when I first read it, but then I heard Meg say WAP, and I was like, oh, okay, that sounds way better. I was like, let's go
It's
with
because
WAP.
the A is like soaking, like so sopped in
Oh
moisture
my
that
god.
it's just like, oh, you gotta
And
you
then
gotta
you said
drag it
voice.
out instead of it being an A, it's a So it's
That's too much. Who are they?
uh,
Let me find out Meg the Stallion is the female Kendrick Lamar and she put all this thought behind
sit down. Be humble. Yeah. So that, but like to my understanding, that is not a favorable word for Italian folks. Like it's a pseudo slur.
Oh.
So that's why it's hilarious for them to embrace this from a white dude calling these two Italian white dudes wops for the like they refer to them as that the entire time and they get like offended. They
Uh,
get fake offended in the show. And it's funny. It's very funny. Tires is worth the check out.
that's a
Um,
good cast. That's a strong cast, so I'm down to check it out. And I
it's a
love
lot of
comedy.
folks in it. Yeah. Cameos coming in. I think it was only like 7 episodes or some shit like that. I've powered through that
Mm.
one
I
night.
started Baby Reindeer.
Okay.
I said
Yeah, Baby
it
Reindeer.
right.
Yes. Yes. Baby Reindeer. Not reindeer games, not to be confused
Yeah,
with Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
no.
Um
That's my favorite though. Out of the three, I'm giving it to Rudolph.
How far are you?
I He is losing his shit. So
Well, that's from minute 3. So
really? I don't know. Like,
I feel like he was
okay.
spiraling from the gate, but
I mean, I guess maybe that's why he got himself into this whole situation. But listen, I okay. So spoiler alert, spoiler alert.
if you haven't
So
seen Baby Reindeer yet, you're behind the
yeah,
ball anyway. Turn this off right now. Go listen to Baby
facts.
Reindeer, then come back and finish.
Catch up. I did. Well, kind of almost. I don't know how many episodes I have left, but I know I got to like 5, 6, and then he finally went to the police and they're like,
Right.
"Oh, we're gonna go look, we're gonna talk to her." And he's like, "What? You're just gonna talk to her?" And then she actually started leaving him alone, and he was like, "I miss my stalker." Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
That part, that's what I was like, this is
Crazy.
real?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot. He was is it Munchausen syndrome or Stockholm
Yeah,
syndrome when your kidnapper is the one
Stockholm. Yeah.
that kind of attention, especially if it's different from what you're receiving, like on
Yeah.
a regular basis, you get attention that you have a desire for, obviously, because you want to be an entertainer. Um, and you're getting that praise and recognition and or what you deem as praise and recognition just because it's attention. You have to
Right.
classify it that way because that's the only attention that you're getting. So we gotta make it do what it do to make ourselves okay. And it's
Hmm.
like that shit is dangerous as hell. That's
Yeah.
why people are addicted to social media as it is now.
Yeah, it's that dopamine hit every time you get a like on one of your posts. It's like,
I
I mean,
mean,
you may not react that way physically, like actually, like, yay, I got a like. But low key, your brain is actually doing that. There's electrical waves that actually just, stimulate you in a positive way from that stuff.
but at the same time, I know people who actually get excited.
Oh God. I
Like,
mean, those are your friends, so I don't want to. That's
that's not what I
nice.
said. It's not what I said. I said I know people.
I mean,
Um,
but you know what? Me too. I'm one of those people. If it's like a lot and I feel like, oh my God, I'm about to go viral, I've been excited. Like when Redman posted me, I was like, oh, this is it. We about to
so we
take off.
lit.
And I just shot my music video. I'm gonna drop it tomorrow. Once like I started strategizing and shit. Like, but nah, it didn't work yet. So now I don't get as excited as I used to.
Yeah, that's it. So that like puts me in a place of a conversation that I've had a couple times with people with different people, where it's like if you are not selling something,
Mm,
which actually I guess umbrella is selling something, but below that is if you're not entertaining, if you don't have a product, if you are not mobilizing people for a specific cause, or if you are not presenting information people for the betterment or worse meant whatever the word that is, the
yeah,
converse of betterment. If you are not doing those things, why are you amassing people
right.
like on
So,
your like you? What do you need an audience for if you're
yeah,
not doing any of those things?
a call to action, basically.
Yeah, like what's the point? Like why are you out here trying to seek and find followers to
Yeah.
do what? They're not gonna do nothing with them. They're just gonna follow. Like, and you're not gonna turn that into anything. And a lot of people are have a hard time admitting it's because you're an attention whore.
Mm-hmm.
This is it's just numbers that equate to the amount of attention that quantifies the attention that you're receiving, and you want to receive more of it. And
Yeah.
like, no, I don't feel like that. Like people get defensive about that when you tell them, like, no, you just want attention. No, I
Yeah.
don't. I post it because it's my art and I want to have it. Okay, cool. Your art was your art when you made it,
Mm-hmm.
right? And it was art and it sat there. So if you're not gonna sell it, the you care about the reception of it for other people. If you cared about it for the art's sake, then you made the art. The art is yours.
Mm-hmm.
And I could paint a picture, and if I love the picture, I don't got to share it with nobody. I'm just gonna put it on my wall because it's amazing, and that's what I care. I care about it as an art. I don't
He
give a
said,
fuck
"Cause
about
it's
what other people.
amazing."
I don't give a fuck about
Yo.
what other people's perspective is. You know what I mean? Like, oh, plus I'm gonna guard that. Like, if it's really about the art piece of it and how I feel about the art, I'm guarding that from anybody who may potentially make me
Steal
feel a
it.
different way about it.
Oh, I said steal it. That's like my biggest fear. Well, it was.
Or try to make me feel a different way about it.
Right.
Not necessarily that they will, because I don't think that you can convince me that my art is trash. Like ever,
Right.
you're never gonna be able to do that. I don't care who you are.
Yeah.
Eminem couldn't tell me that my bars are trash. Like never. Like no, and
Yeah.
convince me. He could say it, but he couldn't convince me.
Right.
Um.
I agree with
So
that statement wholeheartedly, by the way.
yeah, if
That's the
it's for
sentiment I've
marketing
held for a long
purposes,
time.
yeah, if it's for marketing purposes, it's a different story. Like that's I think everything on the internet is a commercial for something else.
Mm.
Like that's how I look at it all. So if you're making a commercial and
Okay,
you don't
this part I didn't think of. Go ahead.
so if you're making a commercial by creating content and you're not driving your audience that is viewing said commercial to anything that is yours or going to benefit you, you are working for Facebook. You are working for Instagram. You are working for Spotify. You are working for SoundCloud. You are working because they get money just from having people on the app. So
Yeah.
you are creating content to keep people on the app, which is a job.
Mm-hmm.
And you are diligently in your phone, like, oh my God, who saw it? I want to see it. I didn't get enough likes. I got to take it down and re-upload it, and I
Oh
can't
my
because the
God, I
archive
used to
it'll
be
go
like
away.
that. I didn't get enough likes. I gotta re-upload it. Oh, I
Yeah,
hate that. Yo, that's part of the reason why I don't really fuck with social media. Like I say it constantly. Like I've been saying it for years, especially on this pod specifically. Like I have a love-hate relationship with social media, but yeah, that shit, ugh. It's
It's
always like trying to
nasty.
crack the code, you know? It's always an
Yeah,
algorithm thing, and then they switch it up on you. Like, no, now the algorithm works like this, and you gotta do this and use 30 hashtags. No, now people say don't use any hashtags because if they see, okay, the only way for people to see your content when you hashtag is if they follow you and they follow that
the
specific
hashtag.
hashtag. Yeah. So now I don't even fucking hashtag no more. But like now it's not conscious, it's more like lazy because I haven't been hashtagging for a very long time now.
Hmm.
But I just started again and somebody told me that. I'm like, oh fuck it, then what the fuck am I wasting my time for?
Yeah. But we see, like, as entertainers and us using this as a tool as part of trying to build what it is that we do,
Yeah,
then that makes sense to have to be on top of it and looking at
yeah,
my analytics and trying to.
yeah,
This is marketing. We are making commercials for our product
yeah. But it's
consistently.
aggravating when it works against you and it's like, it's not set for you to win. Like the
Right.
system is setting you up to fail initially.
Fighting it.
Like,
And then y'all go and give Lil Miss Ruth Jane from Wisconsin 6 million likes because this is her first time on the app and she don't know what the fuck she doing. So now you trying
yeah.
to get her addicted to it because you're gonna give her 6 million on the first one, you're gonna give her 3 million on the second one, and then you're gonna give her 100 views on the next one, and she's gonna
Hmm.
spiral out of control.
Yeah. Because it's like a slot machine. It's
Yeah,
that adrenaline and that hot in the cold. It's or like a
yeah,
trauma bond, like that why toxic relationships are toxic. It's those highs and those lows, and you never know what you're gonna get. And it's exciting, and that shit get you stuck on those apps.
yeah. That shit is bad.
Yeah, it is, but they know what they're doing. It's all psychology.
Have you watched It's an old one now. The documentary about social media and how it's a runaway train, and it's gonna social dilemma.
Yes, on Netflix.
Yeah,
Yeah, I saw
yeah, it
that.
was on Netflix. Yeah.
I saw it a while back, but
That
yeah, I
shit is
did
crazy.
see
Yeah, it's old now, but I feel like I need to rewatch it again just to get an update. And they need to do an update because
it.
they said, that expressly many times in the program, this is a runaway train that nobody knows how to stop. We're
Hmm.
getting off. I created this shit and I don't allow my children to use it. Like that should be a giant warning sign for
Yeah,
anybody who's a consumer of
yeah.
these things.
But that's the
Don't
same thing
matter. We
like
treat it
China
just like the
too.
Surgeon General warning on cigarettes. Like, whatever.
Yeah. China invented TikTok or like they bought out TikTok from
TuneCore, whatever it
Musically or
was.
yeah,
Musically,
Musically.
that's what it was. Yeah, not TuneCore.
And then they created TikTok or whatever. But the TikTok that they have in China is not the same TikTok that we get in the United States. They literally serve us stupid shit so that we cannot ever get on they love. When I found that out, I was like, wow, that's so fucking foul, bro. Like,
Fam, TikTok could replace kindergarten through sixth grade if they
mm,
wanted it to.
yeah. I mean, late. I think I mentioned it on the last pod, but lately when I open my TikTok, all I see is a bunch of preschoolers from China doing amazing things, and
Yeah,
I'm
I
just
don't
like,
know
what the?
how you got on that side of the algorithm.
I
Which
have
is
no
cool. I mean,
idea
that's a cool
either.
side.
I think I got a little hack cheat code thing going on my phone or something. Because really, I don't know how they impressing me every day like this. Like they're literally 4-year-old chefs, and I'm like, I would never let my child be next to a stove like that, like and a knife, like, and they're really doing it.
I think we limit. This is getting deeper than, but whatever. We don't have no real place to go. Um,
We homeless today.
I don't think it's ever too early for a child to start a trade.
Okay,
Um,
disagree, but okay.
yeah, I don't think so. If
So move to
if the
China,
want
nigga.
is
No, just
expressed
playing.
by the child,
Okay,
right,
I like that.
right, not start not
Why you
you
trying to
gotta
win me
fucking
over?
work in the mines at 3 years old because I said so. Not
Right.
that.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Lil Bobby running up and saying, "Hey, I really like swords, and this guy makes swords. I watch this guy make swords on TikTok all day and night. I want to start learning
Mhm.
how to make swords." Okay, so we start you on the path of trying to get you to make swords. Now, am I gonna put a fucking hot piece of iron in your hand and a mallet and say go swing it. No, not at 4 years old. But we gonna set yourself up so that you can start doing the trade. You can
Yeah.
start learning it. I don't think it's ever too early. I mean, I remember seeing kids on skis. I could barely fucking stand. The parents got them on a leash, like in front of them, so they don't fall over. And they're babies learning how to ski. So when they get 9, 10, 11 years old, these motherfuckers is doing backflips off of rails
Yeah.
in the snow because they
I
started
see the
at.
thought process, but I'm too much, I guess, of a worrier for my baby. Like, I'm not doing it. No.
Listen, he want to be a chef. Okay, we start with things that don't need to be actually cut.
Well, yeah, there I'm with you on that. But
You know what I
that's
mean?
not what I'm seeing on TikTok, is what I'm saying.
Well,
Like,
well, they've been doing it since they walked out the womb. That's the problem. They
yeah.
walked out the womb and they was like, "Yo, pat this noodle out right now." I know
It's
you don't understand.
crazy.
I know you
Because
don't
you see
understand the
their
words
little
I'm
baby
saying.
hands, and their little baby hands are cutting and with the pots and the I'm like, when they do other impressive things, but that
Of
was to
course,
me the most like dangerous one, is like literally cooking, chefing it up. Like,
yeah.
but
Open flame is a little different.
yeah,
I can
and
understand that.
knives and fire, bro. Like, this is not a circus. Like, what is y'all doing?
But
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 the
the
jump
same
rope
way,
was so
knife
fun.
safety is knife safety. You teach a kid knife safety, they know knife safety.
Knife safeties, don't touch the fucking knife. And I'm gonna put like a childproof lock on the drawer where the knives are, because you're my baby and I love you and I don't want you to get hurt.
And that's why you started cooking last year.
That's true. Cooking good, okay? Not cooking good. Yeah, that's facts though.
Yeah, no, I think and I don't care what it is that you want to do. You want to be a makeup artist? Great. Let's start that right as soon as possible. You want to learn how to bowl? Let's do it. We at the bowling alley 4 nights a week. You want to learn how to roller skate? You want to learn how to golf,
Mhm.
play cricket? I don't give a fuck what it is. If you want to learn how to
Stuff like
shoot
that makes
jacks,
sense though. My goddaughter's like that. Like, my best friend put her daughter in everything when she
in
was little.
anything you want to do
Yep. Yep.
with no limits,
Yep.
because I was
She did
limited.
fencing at one point.
I did that
Like,
was fun.
really cool
Fencing
shit.
was a lot of
Oh
fun.
yeah, I mentioned it to you when you told me you did it. Yeah.
Hmm. I wanted to do gymnastics at a point in my life.
Yeah, she does all that. She does contortion.
I wasn't allowed to.
When
Gymnastics is not for boys.
I knew it, I was I hate when people
and
say
I'm
boy
and
and
I'm
girl
now I'm
stuff
looking
too.
at gymnasts like, yo, these are the most in shape physique motherfuckers to walk the planet. These are warriors. They
Yeah.
can use their body as a tool to
Them and
accomplish
swimmers.
whatever. And yeah,
Who I never knew that. I never knew that swimmers were so fit
you ever try
until
to throw
Michael
a
Phelps
punch in the
got
water?
popping.
You ever try to throw a full arm punch in underwater and see how much that
Yeah.
resistance is to try
I
and
used
like
to
hit
have
something?
nightmares. Yeah. I used to always have like this reoccurring nightmare that I was trying to fight somebody, like some girl from my school or something. And then it would feel like I was punching underwater. And I would wake up before we even like actually fought. And then I'll be like, oh my God, did I lose? I don't lose. Did I lose? Oh my God, I think I lost. Like, I'll wake up so upset.
You can't take you being upset, waking up upset at your dreams out on other people. By the way,
Well, I don't remember. I don't know, man. This is like high school, so this is eons ago, but I don't think I
uh,
had beef with nobody, especially a
I just
girl.
mean that. I just mean that as a global message to all listeners. I won't say which particular part of our demographic typically does this, but
Well, wake out there, sleep and hit people.
but
I know
wake up,
somebody who did that too.
dream about somebody, wake up mad at that person. Stop
Yeah,
that. That's not
but
their fault.
don't be cheating then. Like, it's very simple. If you wasn't cheating in my dream, I wouldn't be hitting you right now in your bed. Like, it's
With an attitude.
A and B.
Just
Yeah,
yo, and don't do that shit.
it's
No
simple
more.
math.
I'm waking up. Oh, what the fuck did I do? What?
Did you actually get hit before?
I have been hit before. Yes.
Dang, yeah, my friend hit her boyfriend before. I never did it. I never hit anybody awake, asleep, or not. I don't never hit nobody.
Fucking asshole. What? I didn't do nothing. I'm asleep.
Yo, y'all love that shit though, because I bet you stayed. Did you stay? You
Oh,
stayed, didn't you?
that was a very long term relationship.
I knew it. You see, her man stayed with her too. And I don't hit nobody, and I'm single as fuck. They want me to hit him. I'm telling you. I've been saying it for years. I'm not crazy enough. I need to turn up the crazy. I be all level headed trying to communicate and shit. Niggas don't like that. I
I
really,
mean,
I low key feel that with my soul.
I'm not gonna sit here and say that people in my age group are ready. That men in my age group generally are ready to find a level-headed woman to chill out and relax with. Like most of them ain't ready for that. They want the wild shit. They want all the chaos, the nonsense, the thrill, the fun. You don't get all that when you get somebody who like you can have a conversation with because okay, we have a problem. Okay, let's talk through the problem. And now the problem doesn't exist 30 minutes later. We're done. And this was not fun.
Mm. Well, that sucks
Toxic
because
bitch.
I've been like that forever.
Toxic bitch, on the other hand, she come with a problem that ain't got shit to do with me, which creates a problem on this side. Cause now I gotta have a problem back. I got an attitude with you. You catch a bigger attitude. Cause why am I mad at you for? Okay, cool. Get
Yo,
the
this
fuck
how you
away
know
from
I
me.
got a toxic deficiency because this don't even it's not computing for me.
Get away from me. So now we go separate ways. Now there's a whole bunch of time in space for brains to just put together all types of wild shit, and that's the energy
Oh,
that you come back with, and it's just a consistent until we fuck it out. Like that's why the toxic relationships have really great sex because that's the only way they know how to communicate forgiveness.
I like the
And
fuck it out part though.
huh?
I like that part. That part is cool. I
I
just
mean,
like why all that to get to the good part?
you you need all of that. If there's no
Ugh.
build up, if there's no plot, you know what I mean? Oh, okay. So the hero saves the world at the end of the movie, but nobody ever came and was a formidable threat. It was one dude who walked in with a pocket knife. Oh man, that we handled that real quick. Put him down, neutralized, took the pocket knife, found out where he bought it. Story over. 30 minutes. There's no real celebration. We're not throwing a ticker tape parade for that motherfucker. Fuck out of
Wait,
here.
so am I
Now,
the person with the pocket knife? Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying we were able to sit and talk and have a conversation with you and relax and we resolved the problem. What is your actual issue? Why are you in here in the bank today? We just want to make sure that we can work it out. We work it out for you. That's the end of the story. Now, yes, did we save the bank from being robbed? Sure. But
But I
was
don't
one
need to
person with a
rob the bank because I have direct deposit and I'm an upstanding citizen. So why not wife this one? See what I mean? See how that
now
just
I don't know if you've ever seen
Baby,
Den of
you should
Thieves.
let me love you. Let me be the one.
I
Yo,
would
what happened
sing
to
with you,
Mario?
but the way that the lag set up, I don't know if we're gonna hit the same notes. We're gonna be
Yeah.
running around. That's not gonna
We're
be
gonna be
pretty.
doing that roll, roll, roll your boat.
Yeah,
Roll,
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 roll.
roll your
Yeah, exactly. Um, have you seen Den of Thieves, the
Mm-mm.
movie? 50 Cent, Gerard Butler. I need you to get on that. Great movie.
Yeah,
And
that's
O'Shea Jackson,
hell of a duo there.
Ice Cube's son. Yeah,
He's good. He's a good
I like
actor.
him. I enjoy him.
Yeah, me too.
Um,
Didn't he
very.
play his father in the NWA movie too?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that was the first time I saw him. But yeah,
When
he's
I brought
good.
up Den of
Not as good as
Thieves,
Denzel's son though. Go ahead. Sorry.
oh yeah, definitely not good as John David Washington. But I brought up Den of Thieves to say they set up this elaborate bank heist. There's 9 niggas that came in here, SWAT team down. Now, if we stop them, that's worth the parade.
Mm.
That's worth the fuck it out on max. Because
Mm.
we got enough
That
build
sounds
up. There's enough
selfish,
plot.
but
There's
okay.
enough enjoyable. there's some conflict. There's some tension built. Like there was enough for it to fester. So that now
Yeah.
we got it. Now there's really animosity and energy that we got to deliver behind it. As opposed to like, oh, I didn't even really get the chance to be mad at you. Like you came in here and said, never mind, I don't really want to do this. My heart's not in it. I don't want to argue with you. I just want to talk it out. Okay.
I never want to argue. I literally say I don't argue, yo. I'll okay a nigga to death. Okay. Okay. And I laugh. That make him more mad though. But
Well,
whatever. Let me enough
you
about
playing
me.
energy game a whole different way. That's it.
Wait. Wait,
You
is
out
that
here
bad?
manipulating his energy. Oh,
I'm
he getting
not.
he get you know if you know. Okay, question.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
If you know the result of your actions will
Oh
be
no.
X.
Okay. You talk about the laughing part. Cause
Right, and
I
okay.
okay. No, I okay like to de-escalate the situation.
But if you know that does not de-escalate this particular situation because you have experience dealing with this particular situation
I don't
and it
know.
doesn't go well when you say okay,
I
and you
that
still say okay.
I never had an issue with the okays. It's the laughing that I had an issue with. So I think I'm selective enough with the okays because I'm rational. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So the okays like are accompanied by some sort of explanation or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
But no, the laughing sometimes it's because like really niggas just be mad and it's funny. And sometimes I laugh because it's like a nervous laughter. Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, I laugh because it's like I've exhausted all options. I can't explain this to you. You're not comprehending. There's no way to, so then it's just like the situation's funny at that point to me. Like
You see
it's
the toxic nigga is waiting for you to say, yo, I don't know what else I can say to you. I don't understand why you're not comprehending. What's the problem? Why is it not getting through your head? What's going like that's what they looking for so that they can react and then we gotta separate.
yeah, I feel like that would be a little bit what's the word I'm looking for? Condescending and insulting. So I don't say that.
I feel like okay is just as bad on the receiving end. Like like you send me a 3 paragraph text and I hit you with an
Oh, nah,
okay.
don't do that. I hate that shit. No, don't put me under that. That's nope. I'm not in that gang. That's not what I'm talking about. That's why I said like it's fitting. I never had a problem with the okay because I'm saying okay, but what I mean is like I
I
kind of let niggas
understand.
think what they
I
think.
comprehend.
Yes, and but don't just say that either because I hate when people do that to me too. No, I don't hate it. Like I appreciate it. When people say I understand, I know what they're trying to do,
Mm-hmm.
but I also know that I want more from them typically if they're people, that are close to me. I'm
Right.
not even talking about like romantic relationships. I'm
Oh
just
yeah,
talking
no, no,
about,
no.
yeah. But yeah, that one is it depends. But just okay on and I just spilled my heart out to you. Oh,
Next OK gonna be O and then K. Don't play with me.
Facts. That's so annoying. That's the and then if you don't even like type out the word okay or even leave the O out and then it's just K, that's disrespectful. Like you
K
know
is
what you're doing.
purposely disrespectful.
Yes. With a
That's purposely
period,
disrespectful.
K
Yeah,
period.
you doing a lot. You doing absolute. You want to be blocked. If you send me
Facts.
K period, you were asking to be blocked. Like that's what you wanted in that
Facts.
moment. Because no, you no, stop.
Yeah.
No, because I'm ready to throw my phone at you right now.
Damn, imagine you texted her K in her dream and she wake up and throw her phone at you.
Don't
That's
you ever
whack.
hit me with a K. Yo, I didn't do the check my phone.
Explain yourself.
Yeah, that should be crazy. Me being responsible for what your subconscious does is absolutely insane.
Yeah, I never understood it. But I like I said, I feel like maybe I should. Maybe I
I
need to
mean, but you're not
take some.
actively looking for nobody.
Yes, I am. What are you
Oh, you
talking
are?
about?
I didn't know.
Yes.
Hey, listen, you on the apps?
Yeah.
Which ones you on?
I'm okay. So I'm doing that thing again where I'm not actually paying attention to, but I was really active in January, February, and March. No, not January. February, March.
Okay.
I
And
was
now we
only
at the
on
end of
Tinder though.
May. So you not on the apps.
Yeah, because
So we at
I
the end of
didn't
May. Like, what do you mean?
I went on
You
some really nice dates. I had a really great time with a bunch of nice fellas.
Mhm.
Some of them didn't end up that nice, but most of them were actually nice.
Okay.
And then yeah, I just Didn't go anywhere from there. And then I started doing this. I started like literally look at the timeline. I started the
Yep.
pod, I started doing music again, and I just kind of reverted to my
Man,
old way.
don't have time for y'all niggas.
And this has been the pattern of my life. Like to be perfectly honest, like they were, why you single? Why you single? Like sometimes I just feel like saying I'm ugly because they this either way they're gonna not believe me. So
This is true. They're gonna fight you on that no matter what.
yeah.
I would fight you on that if you told me that if I asked.
But I say like I focus a lot on my like I say work, but like I also mean like hobbies and stuff like that too.
That still work.
And
It's
they
self
don't
work.
believe that. Look, I'm
Yeah.
over here getting therapy up by you live on the pod.
I don't listen. Where else we going?
Yo, what the fuck did I get a degree for? And I'm getting therapy from you, nigga. Like I'm about to put your name on my degree and just mail it to you. Cause you doing the damn thing right now. You got me over here spilling my guts for the
Ah,
world.
listen. I look. I'm trying. I'm trying to prepare myself for whatever the next venture is, where I have to speak to people. I don't know what it's gonna be. I don't know what the iteration is gonna look like, but I'm sure I'll be talking a talking head somewhere. So I got to make sure that I got it right. I think that me as a relationship counselor would be absolutely hilarious. Um, like an
Yeah.
internet obnoxious troll, right? Like it wouldn't be like actual like the good advice would be like 15% of what happens, and like the rest of it would be 85% of me just clowning like the situation of dating today and what it is and how people's ideologies are so antiquated.
I mean, but you hate monogamy, so I can't go to your sessions
You
anymore.
could, you could. I don't hate monogamy. I just know.
You think we're stupid for being
I didn't say that.
monogamous.
That's not what I
Yeah.
said.
And I said we, us, here on the monogamous side. I want one baby. That's my baby.
That listen, and that's cool, but why?
Because he's gonna be my favorite.
He can't provide everything for you. Can we acknowledge that?
What is
There's
he supposed to be providing? I
one
mean,
person can't be 100% of what somebody else needs. Fair?
I don't know. I don't like the way the question is set up, to be honest. Like, what do I need from somebody? Like, ooh, like it's making me cringe. Like, and I'm not even trying to be all independent woman or nothing, but it just sounds weird to me. I don't know how to answer that. Literally speechless.
Figuring out what is the want and the need out of any relationship, and I don't mean that just interpersonally. I mean my relationship with my computer. I need to figure out what the want and the need is. The computer,
Yeah.
I need the computer to complete tasks. I want the computer to work quickly and do all of the things. The computer needs power, and the computer wants me to take my time when I'm doing things. If we exchange those things, we have a happy relationship, a positive relationship that we build.
Okay, okay. I need respect. That's a
Right?
need. I need that from anybody I'm close with, though, not just like a romantic partner.
Yeah,
But then,
I would
like,
agree.
I want my man to be like, since you use the word provide, to be like a
Mhm.
provider. Like, I definitely would want somebody who can offer not just monetary, but like comfort and, like invest time and things like that.
Emotional presence. Do you think Aisha Curry was out of line for seeking attention from other people?
Wait, I don't
Aisha
think I
Curry,
know this story.
Steph Curry, people
She
were sliding in
cheated?
her DMs and she was responding and flirting with people and blah blah blah. This was some time back,
Oh, but
but
she didn't do
because
anything.
right, well, it depends on who you ask because flirting is doing something
Yeah,
depending on who you're talking to. Because how serious do you take monogamy?
right. I think that's something really important that people don't ever talk about is to establish what is, because it's not necessarily cheating, but what's respectful in the relationship. Like there should be certain boundaries to an extent. Like
I agree.
even you who's more like polyamorous, I'm sure you have certain boundaries, probably more
Absolutely.
emotional based, right?
I would say yes and no. I don't think they're more emotional based than anybody. Because truthfully, like people who like stand on scream monogamy, their emotional boundaries are very shallow.
Mm.
Like 9 times out of 10, because they're the people who you can't look at another girl, you can't go to the strip club, watching porn is cheating. You can't
Oh
like
my
other people's
god.
pictures. You can't drop comments under nobody. Why are you friends with X, Y, and Z? So like those things can be taken as slights and disrespects depending on who you are. But I think if you take those kind of things as slights and disrespects, you're very close minded to what interpersonal communication is and can be and what it can do for different people and the different relationships that exist in your social ecosystem.
Mm. Yeah. I don't know. I think that sounds fair. I don't really have I can't combat that.
You know,
That sounds healthy.
it see, and as long as you communicating, then it's healthy. Now, here's where it gets tricky.
Yeah, stop fucking people though. Don't be fucking nobody. That's it. It sounds simple to me. But that whole communication part, I like that. That's cool.
That's where it gets tricky
Have your
because
little friends. Have your little friends talk to your little friends. Come home. Don't be fucking nobody. That's it.
okay, and that's a cool like if that's y'all established rule, then that's y'all established rule, right? I know
Yeah.
husbands and wives that won't sleep with anybody else if their partner is not in the room. That's just their rule. You can't do
Okay.
like you're all good to do whatever you want, but this is the rule that we have established. I got it. This is how it has to go.
I
And
have
as
to
long as you
watch
abide by
like
that,
a cuck holding situation.
watch and join both.
Okay.
Like
Just making sure I
and
understood
because it's
correctly.
vice versa for them. I wasn't. I was actually when I was speaking in reference to it. I was speaking of the man sleeping with another woman, and the woman has to be present. Like the wife is like, no, I have to be there. Like you can't do that if I'm not present.
Yeah.
Um,
I can't be that wife though. Like how like 10 minutes ago I was like, I'm so not toxic. I will kill both of y'all. Like, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Nah, but that shit sounds horrible
I, why?
for me because I don't want you doing it when I'm not watching either. I
Right.
just don't want
So
you.
so
Yeah.
we've gotten rid of that. It's not cheating anymore, but this is a want that I have a appetite that is for other people. In addition,
Okay, so now it's like this is for me. If you love me, you'll let me do
this
this
is
kind
a
of
me.
thing.
Okay, cool. We can take it there. If you love, yeah, this is a me. This is comes with me. This is a want that I've had. This is what I'm expressing to you.
Right.
And we love each other. We've been doing this for a minute. We rocking whatever. But I've had this desire. Now I'm expressing it. What happens?
I don't think I love you anymore. Yo, that shit would break my heart. It really would.
That's crazy. Now, even if he didn't act on it,
Well,
now what if he just expresses the desire?
okay. He expresses the desire. I say I'm not cool with it.
Hmm.
And then
And so,
we
so
just go on.
there's yeah. I mean, are we going to continue or are you walking away? He's like, all right, well, I got a couple choices here. I could not
Right.
fight my wants, build resentment towards the person who's towards the cage that I've willingly put myself in
Yeah.
because of my empathy for my partner.
Hmm.
I can say fuck what she said and we do it anyway. Go behind the back, do whatever,
Yeah.
keep it on the low, out of sight, out of respect. That's the kind of respectful way to go about sneaking around. Or you can be out loud and say, I'm gonna do it anyway. And say that straightforward. So like those are the three paths that you can take in that moment. I've expressed my desire. You say I'm not cool with it. My thing is, all right, well, let me not Got to decide which way I'm going with this. Because I would be like, okay, we're gonna try. Listen, I've expressed it right off the rip. If this is the first time it's come up, let it die. We'll talk about it another time. We'll see what's going on, and then we'll readjust. Because now I gotta. The next time I come, I'm explaining why this exists for me. And if I don't know why, then I don't think. If you can't rationalize why you want it,
Hmm.
then I don't really. I don't afford you the same luxury of like doing what you want. But if you can explain why you want it,
Yeah. What would
and
be like a suitable? Yeah, I mean, let me just say, like, for me, I think just kind of off rip, the best, I guess, path in this situation for me, I think would be to split up because I wouldn't want the person to harbor any type of resentment. And I
yeah,
know that I'm not into that. Like, so clearly, I feel like we're just not
we're
meant to
just on
be.
a unlevel.
Yeah.
And I think that I truthfully that's the healthiest thing to do in that moment when you run into a desire that is expressed from your partner
Yeah.
that you can't or won't accept. Right, you gotta skate.
Yeah,
You gotta skate.
I wouldn't want to, but I think it's the right thing to
Yeah,
do. Like I've done it multiple times where I've left situations that I didn't want to leave because it just
yeah,
felt like the better scenario for both parties, and I would never want somebody to feel like they're forced to do anything. And that would be like them forcing themselves to be different.
right. For the sake of your empathy or empathy, right?
Yeah. And
And
that
that's where the
doesn't feel good because
polyamory,
I
the
have empathy.
compartmentalization thing comes. That's where the compartmentalization and polyamory thing comes in. I
Yeah.
want this. You are not willing to offer it. Can I go get it? If you're not willing to offer it, why can't I go get it? And it's something I want. Gave you the opportunity. You said no. Okay, it doesn't change all the other things that I do. Who I am. It's not going to take away from the time that it's not going to change our routine. It's not going to do none of that. I want to go play pool. You don't want to play pool. I want to go play pool. You said I can't. I won't. Okay, then you shouldn't have a problem with me going to shoot pool by
Mhm.
myself.
Yeah. But
To take it
I
off
think
of
that's an
a heavy
important
thing
thing.
and
Like
just to
you're
make it the
very,
principle. Right. That's just making it the principle.
yeah, you're very like forthcoming with the information. Like you seem very open about it all the time.
Try to be.
I think that's important too because you
Yeah.
could skip a lot of heartbreak just not even getting to a crossroad
Yeah, we
like
just
that.
not even gonna play that. Like, if
Yeah.
I'm about this X, Y, and Z. If you here for it, you here for it. If not, cool. We could change whatever this relationship is going to be to whatever it needs to be in order for us to it exist, carry on, or not.
I think that's like you have a little bit of a cheat code like advantage though. And it's not even your fault. I don't think it's anything that you do intentionally, but you have to have a certain level of confidence.
It's fair.
You're not afraid that the person's gonna walk away. And I think most men, like, and when I say most, I mean like majority of men do not have that, which is why they lie to women about wanting to be in relationships and telling them they're the only one when they're really not. Is because they just want to get it where they can, kind of thing. They don't have the confidence to be like, yo, I want to be with you, but I also want to be with a whole bunch of other people too.
Yeah, and they miss. Like, they so afraid of missing something. No, you're
Yeah.
not gonna miss that. Yo, it wasn't for you. Like,
Yeah.
to begin with, if you got to lie and steal, cheat to get it, it wasn't for you.
Yeah.
And why you proud of some shit that you lucked up in? Nah. So, you know,
Chico.
cheat code. Listen, be confident, y'all. Everybody out there, be confident
Oh,
in
it's because it's
everything that you do.
so easy.
In everything that
Said
you
the
do.
confident nigga. Yo, everybody, just be like me. So simple. Damn.
Yo, they say fake it till you make it. That shit is real. That
Ugh.
shit is real.
I
Because
I have a love and hate relationship with that phrase too.
you know why?
I
Because it's
feel
not
you.
faking is not faking isn't the right word for what we're
Yeah.
telling you to do when we say fake it till you make it. When we say fake it till you make it, what we really mean is do what you know in that realm
Hmm.
consistently until it starts to be second nature. and then
Yeah.
keep building on that. Because as you continue to do it and act that way, you're going to learn the things that come with being like that.
Yeah.
And you apply those things and you
I
keep
agree with the
applying them,
psychology behind it for sure.
and then make it somewhere.
Yeah.
You'll
I
wake up
think,
one day and it's just like, oh, I don't have to tell myself I'm beautiful. I feel like I'm beautiful.
yeah. The psychology behind it, I'm totally with. I think it's just a lot of people who kind of misinterpret it and misuse that term in order to like be just completely fake and
Yeah, nah.
portray a whole different persona like online than who they are. And it's
Yeah,
just like, that's not what it means, kind of thing. Like, it's more mental than anything, but they think it's more for show than anything.
right. Because it's really fake the actions until you make it a reality.
Yeah, it's fake it to yourself
Right.
internally, mentally, not fake it to everybody else and tell them, but
Push
they take
yourself
it like
through it.
that.
Yeah, push
Yeah.
yourself through it. You act like you enjoy it because you got to do it, right? That's
Right. Yep.
that's the
Like
fake.
going to the gym.
Yeah, like
I don't even
do
act
it
like I like
like you
that shit,
love
but
it.
it sounded like the right thing to say.
Do it like you love it. Listen, if you don't want to go to the gym, right? But you want to get the results, start
Ozempic.
going to the gym
Oh,
and just take a selfie. Don't work out. Like if you don't want to work out, don't work out. But discipline yourself to go to the gym. All right, go take a selfie. Now you faking it, right?
yeah. That sounds
That's
horrible. That sounds like the
that's
kind I don't like,
legitimate
but go
faking
ahead.
it. But it'll work eventually in your routine. Like you're gonna go to if you go to the gym and you do the self, at some point it's gonna click to you like, yo, all right, I'm
Maybe
here.
I should
Fuck, I
work
gotta do.
out.
I might as well do something. Like I'm coming here 6 times a week taking a
Yeah.
selfie. Ain't nothing changing. What's up?
Yeah, I mean, those people watching or following you online go hold you accountable. Like, yo, you've been to the gym 7 times this
Mad
week.
times. And you still
You
looking
look.
just like this. What's up with you?
I ain't even go friend. Like, I did watch certain people that way too. I was like, cause like I was not exercising at all. Like I didn't. I don't love exercise. I'm not lying. That's facts. Obviously. Whatever. But I did diet, and just with dieting, I was able to lose like a lot of weight. And I knew somebody who was doing a lot of exercise and also dieting, but they weren't losing any weight. So I was like, oh, maybe it's like muscle or something. But then I was like, I
Mhm.
don't know. I feel like maybe they having some snacks when I'm not looking, or because the
Something
math
happening
wasn't
over there.
math. So people do pay attention. Of course, I wasn't gonna say anything because like it really don't fucking matter. Like I don't care whether you gain 30 pounds. Like, but I didn't understand why say all this stuff and say that you're working out for this many hours and eating 30 calories a day. Like,
Right.
why are you saying all of this stuff? Like,
At some point, the discipline, the hope is that the discipline will kick in and you'll just do it.
mm,
Because if you go, that's like they say, especially with the gym. It's like most of the battle is getting there. So go, just
yeah,
go. Even if you don't get out of the car, drive to the parking lot. Put
yeah.
that on your schedule. Like do that.
I was literally thinking this today too. Like, I want to make a certain day of the week. So, we record the pod on Tuesdays. Usually Wednesdays I do a lot of editing, and maybe lately the past couple weeks I also been doing YouTube videos on Wednesdays. But like
Mhm.
Thursday or Friday, I'm thinking like I want to this, and no, this is nothing to do with exercise. Like I said, I'm not going to the
I thought
gym. I
that's
don't
what
give
we
a
were
fuck.
doing. I definitely
No.
thought we was doing. It's like, oh,
But
we about to get the fire on a
no.
fitness regimen.
Nope.
Ah,
'Cause look, I eat a lot of vegetables. That's how look, I'm working on it little by little, baby steps. But look, what I do want to do is go to the park and just get sun. So I just want to choose a day, and then after work, I get off work relatively early, 4 p.m. The sun is still shining. So I'm just gonna go straight after work just to get a little bit of sun. And eventually, maybe that'll cross over into some walking and a light jog,
go
a
take a little
jog, if you
jog.
will. Yeah, you never know. Maybe I'll bring a yoga mat to the park. You never know.
Never know.
Eventually.
Start putting lyric on a leash. You know.
Nah, I did that though. I actually tried that when I first got him, and then he got dirty, and I was like, no, stay inside.
you you are an inside cat. I am not
Yeah,
washing you
he
because you
lived
hate
on the
water.
street his whole life before he met me. He had enough of that. He's good.
Said, listen, come to this side of life. You know what they say?
Yes,
You could take the cat out the hood. You can't take the hood out the cat. I
that's
don't know.
facts. Shout out Ike Perna.
He
I
might
called
roll.
him I called him P Kitty now.
P
In a
Kitty.
TikTok I made, yeah. It was like I freestyled that shit and then I was like, that's I need to stop calling my cat these abusive men. He's so sweet. He's the best. I love him so much, but he did beat me up once. But I love
Gave you
him.
the skibbity peps.
Yeah.
Fucking Tony Baker. Tony Baker is hilarious.
He is.
Tony
He
Baker's
is.
hilarious. Shout out to you, Tony Baker. I know you listening,
Facts.
but you're very funny.
Oh
Yeah,
man, but so I don't even know if we really got into Diddy
we
in
had
the
another
last
topic to
spot.
get into, like, cause we did like,
Yeah, because you mentioned Diddy, but I don't even know if we talked about him apologizing because I did a YouTube video on it, but I don't think I spoke about it with you because I think it came out maybe that day or the day after.
mm,
Like, how'd you feel about his apology?
trash. It was PR fodder, right? It wasn't an actual.
Oh,
He didn't
wait, could you like
apologize about
define
anything.
fodder for the listeners? Because like I know what it means
Yes,
because I'm like super smart, but they might not know what fodder
fodder.
means.
Noun. No, it's ammunition essentially. It's fuel for the fire. It's burnable brush and foliage. Also, I did not look
Why would
any
you
of
say a
that
word
up.
like foliage when I just asked you to define? Nah, I actually know what foliage means, but yeah, I didn't know what fodder means, so thank you.
Yes. I don't know how close that is to what Webster is gonna put up, but yeah. But yeah, so it's fuel for the fire. Um, and it was just like he was not saying nothing. He didn't apologize to anyone in specific. It
That was
came
my
off
point.
very disingenuous. There was no remorse in his eyes or his face. He's in a fucking luxurious vacation
Yo,
setting,
I
sitting
forgot
on
to mention
some
that, but I
porch
thought
stuff.
about that.
Like
And
he looked like he in the middle of a rainforest in a nice like 4-star hotel hut type energy.
facts. And I heard that he's out there with Russell Simmons,
Oh, he
who
went
was
over there with
also
Russ and
accused
Usher.
who's also accused of rape. We haven't heard from Russell Simmons for so long because he was I don't
Yeah,
know if he
because he
was
know how to get low.
yeah, I don't know if he like did he get convicted though? I don't remember because it was so long ago and he disappeared. But yeah, he's not a nice guy either. Like you over there chilling with more not nice guys, that don't make you look
Yeah,
any
it
better.
don't it don't help nothing.
Yeah. I realized that after the fact because after I did my little video, I was like, damn, I forgot to mention how he's in a fucking
Yeah,
resort getaway and like that don't come on, bro.
zero empathy in that
At
apology.
all. Yeah.
Empathy, sympathy, none of it. It didn't feel like that was AI generated.
Facts. I heard that he wasn't like legally allowed to mention Cassie's name, which
I didn't,
is cool.
but still, you
Yeah,
could do a better apology than that.
absolutely. You could just say, I apologize to the people affected by what they saw in the like whatever you say, but he didn't address nobody. All
Yeah,
he said
none
was
of it.
like, yo, I'm sorry. I'm like, yes, you are, sir. I
You
understand.
are
That's just a
sorry sack
sentence
of
to
shit,
me.
right?
Exactly. And then he goes, and I'm asking God's forgiveness. So you
Yes.
want God to forgive you, but you're not asking for the person you hurt to forgive you.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh
okay.
no, I think we did mention it because we talked a little bit about Cam.
I remember talking about Cam on with the pink thing, his little
Yeah, but
drink.
that was after the apology.
Oh yeah. Wait, was it? No, that was after the video drop only, I think.
Oh, you're right. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Absolutely right.
But they
Yeah.
still was on P. Diddy's ass, so they was trying to get all the
Yeah,
information
they was
from.
trying to get everybody. They hit Rory and all the dude, not
Yeah, I
everybody, but they
heard.
hit. Yeah, they were hit.
But you see,
Everybody.
that and what Maul said. Maul was like, I said no to that shit. I turned that
Right.
shit right the fuck down. That's not my
Um.
MO. That's not my bag. I'm like, that's what Cam should have did. But
No, it didn't.
Cam chose
No, it
I'm
ain't.
an advertise. Okay, I know. I saw some previous stuff. So I feel all you Cam defenders stance,
That's
but I
Cam.
still stand by the
That's
fact
Cam.
that He disrespected that lady, whoever that lady is. Shout out that lady. I know you
That
listening.
lady, that black lady that they had on there to interview her, that doesn't get any other spot on CNN ever, and they only brought her on because they was bringing on a light skinned nigga to talk to her about some light skinned nigga shit they expected him to be a light skinned nigga about.
That's not
So they
nice. They
needed
should give her
somebody
some
that
more
made sense,
interviews.
huh?
I said that's not nice. They should give her some more interviews. And they should let her interview white people. That's my stance on it. But whether they white, black, orange, purple, brown, I don't care. Don't disrespect her, but
I don't
very
think he
nicely.
disrespected her.
That shit was.
Did you watch it? Did you actually watch it start to finish?
Oh no, I forgot.
You were supposed to do that.
The moment was gone after we talked about it, and I thought
That's
we was
true.
never gonna
Nah.
talk about it again.
Listen, it wasn't disrespect. He really tried to circumnavigate the question 3 times.
I did hear somebody mention that because they talked about it as
Yeah.
well. They
And then
yeah
it was like, oh, you playing with me? All
yeah.
right, bet. Let's play then.
That's a
Dipset
little
on
bit
the
more
t-shirt,
understandable.
you know, drinking it. I'm about to go get some cheeks after this. Now that's the only thing that was egregious.
That's inappropriate.
It's read the room esque.
Yeah.
We talking about sexual assault, domestic violence.
Mm-hmm.
Don't tell me you're gonna go get some cheeks amidst that conversation. Like
Yeah.
that's not
And then
the
you
time
running up
with a
on the
woman.
cheeks with a hard dick. Like, what are you doing,
But
nigga?
yeah,
Like,
I mean, if the cheeks is lined up, absolutely, I'm supposed to. What you want me to? You want me to?
well,
You gonna help me
Blue
get
Chew?
prepared? Nah, that's what it is. That's what pink horsepower is essentially.
Yeah,
It's the
no.
same shit. Blue Chew, Viagra, Street Viagra, whatever you want to call it. But it's
I
Cam's
didn't
brand.
know, but I caught the vibe
Yeah, that's
immediately.
Cam's brand. His shit. Like he owns that, and that's what he stands by. He's always advertising it. So like that was a regular play. That's a commercial. You brought me on here. You keep playing in my face. I'm treating it like it's my commercial. You wanted me to come up here and be a nigga. Y'all expect me to be a nigga when I get up here because it's CNN and there's no reason for you to call Cam. Cam is number 6,432 on the list of black people that need to speak on CNN. We know that. You
Yeah.
couldn't get any of them other ones to come and say something. So you know what type of energy we getting with Cam.
I
Y'all
don't
knew that.
even like honestly, like I wasn't big on Dipset. I know everybody loved Dipset.
And you from New
I
York? What's up
liked,
with you?
yeah, I know. I know. I was like, okay, I supported somewhat, but it was just never my bag. Like I never got into it. I was never like the way I was with G Unit, forget it. Like I was never like that with Dipset.
Okay,
Um,
Connecticut.
yeah.
I'm joking, 50. Leave me alone. I'm
Yeah,
joking.
you better beg that man to leave me alone. Yo, we got to talk about the documentary. But look, I just want to say real quick. I was, however, a very big Cam of when I'm a very, very big fan of Cam when he first came out and he did Confessions of Fire.
Okay.
But do you remember that title track, Confessions of Fire?
No.
It was disgusting. Like literally, I I don't know if he fucked a dog or if he ate a dog's poop in that song, but it was just like it was obviously for like comedic value,
Okay.
but it was super stupid and creative. And I remember just realizing Cam got a sense of humor. So
Mm-hmm.
I try to like remind myself too of the dude
Yeah,
I'm talking about is
like
the same dude that talked about oodles and noodles and
he's the
poodles.
clown nigga. Like and not
Yeah.
clown like like you're a joke, but like you the fun. He's the funny nigga, like funny street nigga around the corner
Yeah.
that don't know when to shut up. Like there's
Yeah,
never
yeah.
they don't never have a time where it's off. Like
Yeah.
you can't. There's
No,
never a
that
time that I
one
can't
song,
make a joke.
no boundaries. Just at all.
No filter whatsoever. They just
Yeah.
going. Yeah, if I think
He
it's
could have
funny,
never
I'ma
released
say it.
that song right now. This is
He would though.
Yee. Yo, that one was pretty bad. Pretty bad.
Yeah.
And I used to rap that shit along with him verbatim. Oh, and D Ruggs, that was my song. I'm your mother, I'm your father, I'm your... Okay. Damn, I had a few. Like I really love that album, like as a body of work. But anyway, I'm dipping into fuck you, fuck you, fuck
Yeah.
you, fuck you. Okay.
That's a great one.
I'm done. I promise I'm done. What up, Cam? Yo, shout out Cam. I know you listening. I know you probably mad at me because I was on the girl side, but I just felt like that was a little bit rude, but I still love you, Cam.
We holding it down over here for the niggas, Karen. What's up?
Yeah. L-Kwon got you. So that's the only reason I took a little, took a little break, took a step back. It is what it is.
um,
But oh, what I was mentioning though was 50 Cent, because you brought up 50 Cent and he's doing the fucking Diddy doc.
yeah, he been saying he was gonna do it.
But did you hear the title? Because that's what got me like, oh my God.
No,
It's gonna be called Did He Do It?
did he do it? Okay, yeah, that's what he was saying from the gate. I didn't know it got
Oh,
that was a green light. Yeah, Netflix won the bidding war.
not surprising. They
Oh,
they're
that
gonna
was
have the
good.
biggest bag, and 50
Absolutely.
is about that bag.
Tubi put out that bullshit, so everybody's looking for the real one.
Facts.
Cause
Yeah,
TMZ is corny.
that Tubi one, it was like they had a few people that I hadn't seen speak about Diddy before, like Stevie J, who was like the
Mm-hmm.
ultimate defender. But for the most part, it was all the stuff that I seen already that I knew
Yeah,
from
what is?
YouTube. Yeah. Like if you've been keeping up and you've been like paying attention when people, talk, and when freaking women go on pretty big platforms. There was I forgot her name. Gina was one of his ex-girlfriends. She went on a show called Tasha K Online, and she told everybody years ago that he beat her ass, that he forced her to get an abortion, like, and nobody cared at all. It wasn't until Cassie, because Cassie, not only did Cassie file the suit, and she was a known name and somebody that he was in public with for a very long time, but then also seeing the actual footage, it took that. And it's so
Yeah.
sad that it has to get to that point when so many people was telling you this whole time there's not always going to be video footage, but I'm in this case I'm glad there was, because that's the only way people could fucking believe anything.
This is gonna sound
Insensitive.
insensitive.
Yeah, I got an insensitive vibe from you when you when you creeped in with the
Not necessarily to the situation, but on the whole, I
Yeah.
think we can get rid of that. Cameras are not always going to be their narrative in today. In today, like where technology is at and shit, cameras are going to be there.
Mm,
Cameras are going to be there. Everybody has a camera. Everybody has. As a matter of fact, I would say the average camera on person is probably like 2 point something. Like people have access to cameras right away between their phone, their work phone, their computer, their laptop, their iPad, whatever. You probably have two cameras within reach
yeah. But that's
almost at all
like,
times. And we're becoming more of a cyber dependent people.
yeah.
So I
That
think we're
is technically true. Like the tool is there,
right.
but one thing that I kind of mentioned on my YouTube channel is that people are not factoring in the the magnitude and the weight of emotional abuse. Like
Oh yeah.
these women are not in that state of mind. They don't want to escape. After Gina did that interview telling the whole world that he beat her ass and forced her to get an abortion, she went back to him after that. Again, the hold that these people have, these like narcissistic, like toxic people,
Mm-hmm.
is they're romancers, basically. But they don't just romance their victims, they romance everybody around. And that's why everybody's like, oh, you just say something. If you saw
He
something, say something.
never. I don't believe that he would ever do
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
All those people that was around, they call them flying monkeys in psychology. That's like the term for the people around narcissists.
From the Wizard of Oz.
Yep. Because the Wicked Witch had those like minions that did whatever she want. Those are her, like, they did her bidding. Those are the flying monkeys. So with narcissists, those people around them that enable that behavior, ignore that behavior, or act blind to that behavior, they call them flying monkeys.
I'm
But
just letting
those
you know, Stevie J,
flying
DAPHYA,
monkeys,
just called you a flying monkey. I just want to let you know
facts,
that.
facts. He's a weasel looking ass flying monkey, but he's a flying monkey ass nigga. It's facts. But yeah,
That's facts. I
so
agree with
these
that.
people around, they don't even realize that they're in the circle of abuse to an extent. They're not being abused by the person, which is why they're cool with it, but they don't see the role that they play. So like it's so big. It's so much bigger than people think. They just think, oh, she should run away when literally the video was her trying to run away and he beat her ass,
Yeah.
whatever. But yeah,
Oh
it's
yeah, and I
crazy.
wasn't taking it to that. That's not where I was taking it. I was just at the camera thing,
Yeah,
because that, like, we hear that a lot,
yeah,
and we used to hear it, and it was plausible because there was a point where cameras weren't like that,
yeah.
like
I got a
surveillance
studio
wasn't like that.
apartment in LA. I got 3 cameras in my
So that's
crib.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like Diddy has every square inch of his
yeah,
house surveilled. Like we, at some point, we got to get away from. Oh well, there's not always going to be a camera around. Yes, there is.
yeah.
Yes, there is.
But the
I mean, like,
victims
they've
have to
already
get to
admitted
that
to us that
point
they're
where they
watching and
want to.
spying on us through the TVs and shit. Like, it's yeah, no.
Yeah. No, the tool is definitely there, but the victims
Right.
have to get to that point where
Oh
they want
yeah.
to use the tools
Correct.
and they just
Correct.
like it's so sad. It's just the whole shit is sad.
Yeah. I put it less on the victim than the people in surrounding and complacency.
Yeah.
As far as
I
footage
actually have a
and
level
standing
of
up and
empathy
yeah.
for even those people, you know?
Yeah.
Because they don't realize they're doing this one person's bidding. They think it's their decision. They genuinely do.
Yep. Shout out to manipulators.
Yeah. Shout out all the master manipulators listening to the pod right now. I know
You're
you
one of them. You
listening.
can call in next week. I'm joking.
Yeah, yeah. We'll interview you. Shit, fuck it. Why not? I'll loop somebody else into the Zoom call. No problem. Yo, we moving, bro. We still moving on YouTube. Like we really in here.
I'm
I'm
telling
very
you,
happy.
it's the way. It's the way we moving, and people. Now y'all get another taste of more of us again. It's kind of we ain't have a whole lot of current event space to speak about, but you got to learn some perspective about myself. I felt like I talked a lot today.
Man, you did a
Um,
whole psychoanalysis on me too, though. I ain't forget.
um, and yeah, you get to enjoy who we are as your hosts, as the co-host and your main host,
Mm,
um, and kick it with us. Because
good
I enjoy
times.
these chats. We really,
Me too.
I
I
get to
look
chat in
forward to
front of
this.
people. It'll be nice when we figure out how to get people engaged with it live.
Yeah.
But we working on it.
Yep. We're still on schedule though. Like I just wiped all my computers clean so they could run better for the streaming.
Yep.
So I re-download. I was so mad though because I sent you a screenshot of all the work I did on OBS, like hooking up the coming
And it's
back
long.
soon to the yeah, I had to redo it all. But it was quick. But
Yeah.
it was still
Once you know
annoying.
how to do it, it's not hard.
Right. Yep. That's facts.
It's that fucking fumbling around for 3 hours trying to get, and don't let you be playing a game. Like I was trying to set up to stream playing Xbox through the
Mm.
computer through OBS, and that was a nightmare.
Yeah, I
But
bet.
like once I learned how to do it, I can set it up in 5 minutes now.
Yeah, I was watching YouTube videos. That's another thing because you're like,
Hmm.
they never talk about what you really want to know and you want to skip, but you know you shouldn't
Right,
skip.
because if I skip, it's going to be right there. That little
Yeah.
10 seconds that I just avoided, that's the key
Yep.
to what it is that I need to figure out. And it's always the case.
Yeah. And now I just remembered that I could have put it on 1.5 times speed. It's like I always forget to use that option. So useful. But yeah, we gonna be on Twitch soon. So follow twitch.com/DAPHYA just
And
so that you're
L-Kwon, know
already
that. I
ready.
think I'm over there too. I'm over there. I'm on Twitch.
What's
I
your
know
Twitch?
I follow a few of y'all.
Mr. Know that?
Miss L-Kwon, know that, I think. LKWONK and WTHT. Yeah. Just had to double check.
That will be
Yep.
here tonight. You got anything else you wanna
Not particularly. Yeah, no, merch is on the way. If you are a Tucson native, come fuck with me at my pizza shop. If y'all know. If you don't know, follow me. It's on my page. You'll figure it out. Um, yeah, that's it. I ain't got too much else.
Yeah, same here. Just focused. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube because I'm uploading every single episode of the pod this season onto the YouTube. I'm also doing some commentary videos. I did 2 videos on the Diddy shit, and I'm gonna do a third just because I had a request in my comments, and I want to, actually honor and respond to everybody who actually takes the time out to leave comment and show love, and have any questions or anything like that. So we're gonna do a third Diddy video, then we're gonna move on because I had enough of the narcissist and Diddy shit for a bit. So hopefully we get into some other fun content that I get to, have a good time with you guys. But yeah, it's DAPHYA everywhere, DAPHYA, DAPHYA.com, DAPHYA on all socials, Instagram, TikTok, X, and
Mr. Know
Threads.
That on everything. Not on everything, actually. Mr. Know That on Instagram. L-Kwon Know That on X and various other places. Um, Find me, follow me, interact with me, engage, do all of the things, because I talk back.
Facts. Yep. And this has been episode 7. Oh, I should say
That's the
season first.
first time that we said it.
I
This
know.
episode, right?
7. Lucky 7.
7-7, 6-7, 6-7.
Six,
No,
seven.
7-7,
Season
6-7.
6, episode 7. Yeah, because the last one I remember was double 6.
Right.
But yeah, season 6, episode 7 of the third podcast. Thank you so much for listening. And remember, I am the voice you can trust.
Onesies. Bring the music.
Oh, I didn't say onesies. I forgot. I'm keeping all of that. And the only reason I kept recording was because I wanted to have a little trail for when I blend and fade out the video, but I totally forgot to say onesies.